Hi, I'm Coach Tracy Knight, and today we're going to be talking about redefining conflict. This is a topic that is just near and dear to my heart. And so I'm really excited to be able to share it with you today. And I'm really hoping that what you walk away from here with is a completely new perspective on what conflict is and is not. So I want to begin with a little short video.
Do you ever run across people who won't share their opinions because they hate conflict? This is a problem that happens all the time, and it is a major problem. It really stems from the perception that conflict is a bad thing, something to avoid. What we teach is that conflict is simply a matter of differing opinions, that those opinions need to be shared so that we can all learn and grow. When we reframe conflict as an opportunity to understand another's point of view, there is a strong potential for synergy. This synergy will often create a solution to whatever the problem is that is far greater than any of the original ideas. Step 1 is to change the perception that all conflict should be avoided. Step 2 is to learn how to manage the dialogue and create synergy. Do you ever...
So understanding another's point of view, that is the essence of what conflict is. It's just that conflict has gotten a raw deal in our world. Before we jump into the meat of this, I want to share with you that conflict management is one of the 26 competencies of social and emotional intelligence. Social and emotional intelligence are those skills, those muscles that you need to build in order to be an effective leader in any sense of the word. These are the skills that allow us to have a better relationship with ourselves, to have a better relationship with other people, to be able to lead effectively, and to be able to really enjoy life. And as you can see right here, conflict management is one of those social competencies that is essential to this because it's everywhere. So what is conflict? Conflict, quite simply, is just the ability to effectively navigate differences. And we have a lot of differences, a difference of perspective, difference of background, difference of goals, different ways that we've been socialized, different styles, different approaches, and different personalities. But when those two things come together, one person has one perspective, one person has another, then where we have this huge opportunity is to increase our understanding of each other. I hear people all the time talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the biggest way that we can demonstrate this is the ability to really appreciate and seek to understand another person's perspective. Does not mean that we agree with them. It just simply means that we care enough to try to understand where they may be coming from. We have an intention to strengthen the relationship and hopefully create a positive outcome. Now, conflict has been given a raw deal. And based on the way that you were reared, you might very well try to avoid conflict because you may see it as war. There are about 6 stages of conflict, all the way from a mild dispute all the way up to war. And that war in the workplace can look like getting HR involved and terminations and litigation with outside entities, when really most differences are really coming from a miscommunication and a lack of appreciation for both parties' perspective, their needs, and their position. Both are important. Both deserve to be respected, heard, and understood, and they should be considered in order for us to make a very thorough and thoughtful decision. Now, there's healthy conflict and unhealthy conflict. And I think most people get really tense about the unhealthy conflict. And that's because individuals who have not learned how to navigate conflict in a healthy way turn those differences into personal attacks or personal assaults. They blame others or they avoid, because avoidance, gaslighting, manipulating can be just as detrimental as full-on aggression. What it does in all of those cases is to create division, to create mistrust, and to create ongoing tension in the relationship. But healthy conflict, conversely, addresses differences, expands your perspective, deepens your sense of respect for yourself as you express yourself clearly and concisely, but also respect for another person. It spikes our curiosity to learn and discover more, and we ultimately end up cultivating this desire to really understand where a person is coming from. This in and of itself will produce stronger relationships, better decision making, and a greater sense of trust. But none of us can let go of all the things that have helped to make us who we are today. So our past has a huge impact on how we deal with conflict. A lot of people avoid conflict because of fear, because they are afraid of being vulnerable, or maybe it even reveals deficient skills that we have. And in some cases, people have so much tension bottled up, so many emotions bottled up inside that one more thing could cause them to go over the edge. And that can look like an eruption, but it can also look like a breakdown. So the essence of this is how much we allow our past experiences to dictate our present day circumstances. The cost of avoiding conflict and crucial conversations and high stakes situations basically is too high to pay, because the situation, one, never gets resolved or doesn't get resolved effectively, right? Or it erodes the trust in the relationship. And trust is the undergirding of all relationships. It causes our stress levels to go up, which leads to disease or dis-ease in the body. And it creates stagnation and missed opportunities for us to really grow. There's some really solid benefits to engaging in healthy disagreements. With one, we build understanding of ourselves, because once we understand ourselves, our position, and where we're coming from, and we practice communicating that, that gives us a deeper sense of confidence and connection with ourselves. But then there's also the connection and understanding of others, building trust with ourselves, recognizing that we can handle whatever situation comes our way. But it's also building trust with the other person. It improves decision making, measures our emotional intelligence. Your ability to navigate conflict 100% is an indicator of your own emotional maturity. And then ultimately, it fuels growth and innovation. So I want to invite you to just take a moment to reconsider how you feel and think about conflict. Where did that come from? And are you open to expanding your perspective going forward? I'll catch you in the next video.